Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We are so glad to have you listening. I'm Michelle Zurich. Today's topic is Trust the Shepherd. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. Trust the Shepherd, written and read by Michelle S. Lazurek. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Psalm 23, verse 1. Watching my husband spend endless hours cutting the lawn with a push mower each week, after 2 weeks' worth of torrential downpours, I knew it was time for a change. After working long hours, he had little time left for any recreation. Having to spend hours cutting the lawn and doing yard work was cutting into what little valuable free time he had left. I think it's time to get a riding lawnmower, I said. My husband had owned riding lawnmowers in the past, but always got them used from social media sales markets. His luck had been less than stellar when it came to finding one that lasted. As he looked online, he found one that we could afford and felt it would last. He went over to the man's home, checked the motor, checked the gas, and took it for a spin. He was so happy he wouldn't have to spend long hours cutting the grass again. That was, until he started up the following day. After one swipe around the yard, the engine started to race. He turned it off quickly, and a puff of white smoke came out of the end. As he lifted the motor cover, he quickly discovered a crack in the motor. An hour later, I went outside to find him pushing the push mower once again. My mind started racing with the thought of how we could find another riding lawnmower. After all, we had spent a few $100s on this one, only to discover that it was broken after the first day. We certainly couldn't afford to get another riding lawnmower, only to find it would do the same thing. My husband sat down next to me dejected. "Why is my luck always like that?" he asked me. I tried to comfort him, but to no avail. Why was this happening to us? I asked him to contact the gentleman who sold it to him, and he let him know the situation. He got him in touch with a man who had serviced the lawnmower last fall. Before that, the owner had put it away for the winter. They worked out a deal, and the man was able to fix the mower and the motor under warranty. The Bible promises us that God is our good shepherd. Shepherds lead and guide their flock. They don't leave them alone as they are unable to find food or water. He leads them to good things because he is the ultimate provider. God knew the lawnmower would break, but he also provided a man of integrity who would promise to fix it under warranty. He could have easily refused or said it was too far past the service period. But the man, compassionate over my husband's plight, chose to do the right thing and make it right. Not only had God provided a lawnmower, but he also provided a man who would honor his work. In today's world, where we live in a you break it, you buy it mentality, we thought we were sunk. We felt we'd wasted hundreds of dollars on a mower, only to find that we'd have to buy another one. However, God, in his ultimate provision, not only provided us with a replacement, but also provided a mechanic who would do his best to fix the problem. It seemed like an impossible situation to us, but it was no match for God. He knew the situation before it even occurred. He also knew my heart was in the right place when I asked him to buy that and save him the effort. God honored both my good intentions and my husband's need for physical rest. Not only did we get a lawnmower we could afford, but also the work to ensure it would last a long time. What situation seems impossible to you? Have you given it over to God, confident that he will fix the situation in due time? Good shepherds never let their sheep go without their basic needs. Although a lawnmower is not a necessity, it is based on his tight work schedule. My husband's need for rest was enough for God to honor him with a machine that would help lighten his workload. Give over whatever situation you have to God. Pray and ask him to take care of the situation by providing for all your needs. As a good shepherd, he promises to provide for your every need. Father, help us to entrust all our situations to you. Let us trust in you, knowing that you are a good shepherd. Allow us to trust your leadership and guidance in every situation. Let's ask for every need, trusting that you'll provide above and beyond what we could ever ask for. Amen. Intersecting faith and life. What situation do you need to give over to God? How can you pray to demonstrate your trust that God will provide for your needs? Further reading, Matthew 6, verse 11.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
Hey there, it's Nicole Eunice, host of the How to Study the Bible podcast, where every single week we join together to encounter God through His Word. You can subscribe at lifeaudio.com.